people there for the Korean game. I think, I mean, time, well, you mentioned it, who knows what time this started over there. But yeah, talk about opening the tournament with some fireworks, hitting the grand slam in the first inning. And then this is also part of what's cool about the World Baseball Classic. Like, Czechia, a bunch of guys on their team are just regular dudes, like guys who are plumbers. Who this comes around, they're good enough to make the national team, and then they're playing against pros from Korea.
Me versus Kershaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Kershaw got 2 outs. I'd get the jitters out, fresh out of retirement. Hangs one, can't do that, keeps it up by or whatever. Kershaw understood that, gets 2 outs, then gets a standing ovation on his way out. Hey, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother. I'm pretty pumped about the Team USA. I like the mindset. I like the team. I like the vibe. I like the culture. I like everything about it. There was also a moment, was it the Dominican Republic was playing a team, and the pitcher was playing for the other team. He was a Dominican pitcher, and he wanted to pitch for the national team. And then they called, he was like a young guy. The way I saw the story happen in the video that I watched, he was like a younger guy. They were coming out, the catcher was coming out to talk to the pitcher. Young kid from country, which his team is. And then everybody came to the mound and like gave him like an ass pat. Like it was like a.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought like I was watching in the I like almost got emotional for the kid that was standing there because that's probably
huge moment.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah.
The World Baseball Classic I think has been special to follow. We're on this Olympic hangover right now. But it's like so cool to see people just. It's cool to see people play.
Yeah. And this is their only opportunity, and it's like we have it, but then you watch these other games too, and you can see like how invested these other countries are. We talked about the crowd in the Dominican Republic in the game they played down there. Like everyone is kind of invested in this right now.
Let's go back to the NFL, talking about investments. Yeah, the Seahawks seemingly not making investments in a couple of important pieces of their Super Bowl run. Kenneth Walker was not tagged. He's going to hit free agency. He's going to be Rashid Shaheed, the dynamic returner and wide receiver that was brought into Seattle midseason out of New Orleans, he's going to go and hit free agency as well. I think this is a part of the business whenever you win time.
Yeah, I don't know if you just heard Chuck talk about the depth of the free agents. You're a wide receiver right now. It's a premium position. Aside from Alec Pierce and Mike Evans, we really haven't heard much. He's probably going to fetch that 24, 25 million. And then you just mentioned Jonathan Bernard also with Chelsea. Like Seattle probably, kind of zeroing in on the trenches rather than a skill position like this when they know JSN contract is around the corner.
And once again, we trust Snyder. He's earned the right to be trusted whatever he makes. This is just like around ball. Whenever Bill Belichick would make a move, people just like, yep, that makes sense. You did really Bill Belichick's doing it. He was able to have success and win while doing so. And none of his players that he would cut would ever make it through the waiver because everybody wanted whoever that was. Snyder's starting to get into similar conversations because he was able to build 2 different teams in one place. And he's relatively quick turnaround. So I feel like that guy, not the best football thrower.
No, sure.
He tried. I mean, I'm not the best baseball player. So we all have our thing. But damn, that guy.
Whoa!
He's making, we're trusting, but Shaheed is a weapon.
Yeah.
In a lot of facets. And in the world that we're in right now, with a lot more returns, with explosive shots coming at a premium now because of the shell coverage, it's like Shaheed, I think is going to be a little bit. I think there's going to be a lot of Shaheed combo, just like there'll be Kenneth Walker. Let's go to a decision that was made in Pittsburgh. Johnny Smith, who's traded in from Miami. As soon as I read the headline, I was actually with Gumpy. Gumpy goes, please.
Two for the Browns for Chicago.
Trade everybody to 22 and 25, 12 and 25. 12 Tell me a little bit about how Pittsburgh feels about freeing up the room, I guess, in the tight end room and releasing Johnny Smith. And how did the experience go, you think, as a whole? Obviously had some wins, had some big time. And I think people are very excited about what he could potentially bring to the Steelers. And whether it was his fault or anybody else's, it's not the case. They're moving on. I don't think many people are just
No, so we go back to when this first happened last year. There was tweets about oh, Johnny Smith potentially going to Steelers. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because Pat Ryan was just Washington is really good. We need a third tight end making that type of money. Then he did come in. There was some good. There was some not so good. But they free up $7 million. They go from $44 million to $51 million now, so they got a lot of money to play with. When I mentioned guys like Pat Ryan and Darnell Washington, those guys they're going to be on the field all the time. You don't want to take those guys off, especially Darnell. They love Darnell Washington and Pat. Yeah, that's right. You don't need it. This makes sense. He was always going to, this was a predicted move the entire offseason that this was going to happen. But in the right offense, in the right place, he's still really good. He's still a playmaker, so he'll be.
Yeah, there'll be some offense that'll find Johnny Smith, and then all of a sudden he'll be a playmaker.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State with Arthur Smith might not be a bad idea, but also if you
That's not called for. That was unbelievable what you just did.
I'm just saying what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, so you just,
Sounds like you agree.
it does sound like a little, whatever you say, I'll say like a little, what's that bird, a parrot?
I thought,
Is that what you are? You're a parrot?
I am a parrot. I am also, what's the animal that doesn't spawn jellyfish? There are a few people, very chameleon too. A bunch of different cool things.
I guess that's quite, you got a lot of depth actually.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Sky and,
Well, I thought our job here is to relay the news of what people out there.
that is a part of our job. That is a part of our job. I do believe we do that a little bit more. But every once in a while that'll get some trouble.
Yes, it will.
Definitely. For some people who aren't on the internet, which we think are people that are lazy, okay, especially if you're in this particular profession, they've never heard any of those things. So whenever we say, hey, people are saying this, they think we're saying that just because we say one person. This is actually,
people are saying,
this is actually what's going on. And that's probably a pretty good focus group, especially if you're talking about stuff. You probably understand what's going on out there in where everybody that watches sports team is. So we just do a lot of like, hey, they don't know ball, they get upset. But people do get upset whenever we do something. Hey, this is breaking news. Well, hey, I guess that's journalism.
Yeah, don't shoot the message.
And then they say, well, those were all fake things.
But to help you out with the Steelers stuff,
yeah, that's a huge
I
one.
actually what I'm really looking at right here, especially Jack, like hits like autos wise.
And they're sending us tweets and comments.
The Steelers. Wow, yes, they. I did pull a nice. So stash and pass.
Yeah, big.
Where are you?
One person kind of
You got to do those. That's getting more hard and harder each day.
Yeah.
I mean, the style is bad. You two times been all Big Ten.
Yeah, and you could understand.
We wanted that to be true.
Exactly.
And we do apologize. We have the Tom Pelissero is reporting. The Bills are sending a 2026 second-round pick to the Bears for DJ Moore and a sixth-round pick for in Buffalo. DJ Moore, good for him. He's going to play football with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
A second and third round, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. I mean, they're probably pretty pumped up about that. That's unbelievable. Bean's got to be pretty pumped. Bean probably thinks he had a bingo here.
Yeah,
Bingo here. If I guess have not talked to him since then. Everybody understands that we do have a relationship with him. He's a friend of the program. I'm excited to get his thoughts on this at some point. Now, they're not allowed to talk about it until it actually happens. Remember, that's like the day of Flight Club.
That's what you can't do.
We have a tampering period, but you're not allowed to talk about the reality of tampering period until it's like, well, we're not talking. Yeah, you're not talking about it, but people actually know. It's just like college football, where a recruit commits, and then, well, you actually, the coach can't say player's name until they actually, not even say their name. It's like, well, can they just say, like,
what are you doing right there? You gotta get another receiver.
Smart and
Stills is a 69 overall.
yes, so we think
So was that better?
Yeah.
It's a one spot.
And we should promote it because it would be cool to be able to get instantly. Because this is a home run. For him, I think in his eyes, this is a home run. He should be able to get pressed right there immediately. Hey,
I did it again.
go to Bino.
Yeah. You know what it does though? From now until next Wednesday at 4 or whatever it is, and then all those free agency signings that happen Monday and Tuesday gives those social media teams a lot of time. Okay, because Wednesday at 4 they cook, and then they finally put out.
We might need to have like a schedule release type video for some of these new signings from these social teams. I'll tell you what, the Buffalo Bills social team, they got the juice. They got the juice. I spent a day at Combine alongside them. We were brainstorming the whole time, weren't we, Gumpy? We had a lot of good ideas for them that they could potentially put out, and they put the effort into building them, and then ultimately never pulled the trigger because we missed time.
Little light on the trigger, they should let the thing go.
Yeah,
Be aggressive out there if you're doing that.
there was a couple tweets that we were trying to get them to tweet from the Buffalo Bills account that if they was, yeah, especially with everything that was going on at
You
the
want to talk
time.
numbers.
Yeah, we said, hey, any number that you were trying to show to the Super Bowl, say you're doing a good job. We did that. It's great. That Combine's a lot of fun.
Personally, unless you really like the cheese, I respect that. But That's a phenomenal style Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes does auto.
That was like a seeing ghost type situation.
Yeah.
I agree.
Remember whenever they put
That's what that was the first takeaway. Like, what are they doing filming that guy?
and then he said, I got a triple platinum. I couldn't imagine waking up like that. That has to be the worst wake up of all time. And it was. That's like in school, you accidentally doze off, and then you notice that the teacher's potentially looking at you. It's one of those moments. Instead, it's, hey, everybody in here.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Yeah.
He's going to see this. Yep.
Second,
Looking for service. I don't mean to
so
bring that back up, but I would just like to go back for him. Very easy for somebody to
once we fill that, that's where we're going to be
doze off because of how terrible the in-state.
He's got a
We're
second.
comfy in there. It's kind of like
They got a second one. They got a second one.
No nothing.
It's looking not
We
bad.
put zero
I
effort
thought it was
into
like a third or
in-state and
fourth
show
round.
that because this is a
I'll jump back in and bet. All right, well, let's go. I'll see you in a little bit, my man. And again, thank you very much for jumping in. Again, if you have any questions on how
Okay,
this
so
works,
maybe we try and make it, and then you go up to the team stuff, and the teams are just sitting there.
I'm
There's obviously a juice person in these rooms. There was one person in a seat down that you could clearly tell that they were put in there, hey, we need to do
I got you always, my man, always.
because the meetings are going
Shut up.
3, 4 a.m.
Where are you hearing that from?
And then they're going in
Crosby?
these dead quiet, awkward sounding.
Crosby getting traded today. I
I think
forget.
everyone
March is
should
when
not
everything
be
kind of kicks
as
off with
much
trades
on
and
that
all
note.
awesome that shit.
The Niners.
Hopefully, Dallas, get your ass out of here, bro. Go leave, bro. What are you talking about? Auburn
Kyler
and
Murray is
Dallas?
starting to become the number one
Nah, bro,
conversation
it's
about
gotta be
quarterback
Bears,
stuff.
bro.
Who needs a
It's gotta be the
quarterback? They need
Bears.
to get Kyler Murray. And I'll tell you,
It's
I
not
got
the
trapped
Bears,
in a
though.
3-minute
That's the
Kyler
thing, the
Murray
Bears have a lot
highlight.
to do.
That is glorious.
Oh my God,
That's
him
what's gotta
running.
be, bro.
Okay, whenever he gets going, because of his build, obviously, it is a different style of running than we're used to seeing. But then he's just zooming right by people. I mean, he has the capability to
If he
outrun.
goes to the
At this point, he has the capability,
So,
you
the
would
thing
hope,
is
to
that-
understand what the defense is doing. You would hope, at least. I mean, it takes a long time for a lot of people to potentially understand NFL defenses. And NFL defenses
As in
are
with the
evolving.
Giants?
But if Kyler Murray understands what defenses are doing,
Yeah,
and he's
okay,
still
so
phenomenal,
as in
he's
the
28
Giants,
years old, right? How old is
interesting.
he?
Yeah,
Why
he's
so?
28 years old or whatever, so he's still
Why
going to be
so
able to do this for a while, at least another contract if he had to. He can obviously spin it, and he finds like the right reason to go all in. Kyler Murray about to do the same thing. Is Kyler Murray about to do the Baker Mayfield? Is Kyler Murray about to do the Kirk Cousins? Is Kyler Murray about to do the Mac Jones? Is Kyler Murray about to be the next one that gets a second opportunity and just absolutely slaughters it because it's a nice piece of football? We'll see. Or maybe he's hitting James for the Pittsburgh Pirates. There's many different options here for how big of an athlete, how great of an athlete he is. But I watched that highlight reel, and I completely got it. If you put him in the right spot, and he's not going to cost a lot of money, so he's going to be able to have weapons ready to know.
Maybe a first and a
Maybe
second.
1.2 million league win.
Maybe.
Kyler Murray having a resurgence would be bananas, and good for him as a whole.
Sanders must see any quarterback. Like the conversation right now with the draft is, hey, Mendoza, then Tysons, and then who knows. And I mean, you can pull up the division chart, and there are multiple teams in multiple divisions that need quarterbacks, let alone teams like Atlanta. Like Atlanta's got a brand new coach. They got a quarterback that's only played a few games and just tore his knee, which he goes to in Atlanta with Bijan, Greg London, and Kyle Pitts. I don't know.
I don't think they go back. I think he's going to go anywhere he wants to shine.
He said was
It's going to be crazy.
But everyone calls
I have a stash.
Okay, so Bijan does have obviously proven capabilities to help with football players, but also the city of Atlanta is a place I think a lot of people wouldn't mind.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State of North Carolina, where the spirit of the Red lives on with the pounding of
From the conversations that I've heard, and from what my taste buds have judged, they've gone on to that.
off the play fake. Here's Sanders, forced to his right. Through the contact, incomplete. Good pass. Ultimately, to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And there'll be a pickup of 3. So third down on the forthcoming. It's Sanders. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Gibbs. Will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that matters, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
I got short. Do they release him this year? I had that was back in
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On play action, Shador. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Here is 1st and 10. Play action. It's Sanders. Forced out wide. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he's going to take it down to the 37. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. On the move left. He fires downfield for Pitts.
Oh my God!
Brought down inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll run with Gibbs. Now up there, maybe a yard. From the gun, it's Shador. Escaping to his left. And he'll take this one in. Shador Sanders. Touchdown, Atlanta. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is what I think
Shigors
can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to manage.
I think that would be actually, I'm not the best French speaker, but I think that is what comes from that. I think it actually means
They go play action with Sanders. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Let's go now. Shador on 1st down. Rush to his left. He's going to look downfield for Trump. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Sanders. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. To throw again is Sanders. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now it's 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to From the shotgun, it's Sanders.
What a dog!
His first touchdown of the new year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield.
Particularly the second semester of my junior year of spring training, where I spent so much time with both coaches until another injury hit me.
On first down, it's Sanders. Look out, the ball is free in the end zone.
What is that?
Wondering what's he going to do, and well, there's the answer. He's going to give the...
What is that?
Yeah, you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of action?
It was like seeing a legend up close and personal, and it was so wonderful to move that from
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. He'll let this go for the kill. They'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's Sanders. Here's our shot toward the end zone. What a throw! George Pickens. Touchdown Atlanta. That is second TD catch of the season. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that court.
Crazy toe tap. You know, we have that framed on my son's wall. He was a special man, just a unique individual.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. Sanders will throw it. Again, working deep downfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third attempt. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play.
That's why he's asking.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's in. Touchdown Falcons. He has done it again. That is...
We spoke for, I don't know,
To throw is Sanders. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown Atlanta. His second touchdown of this first half. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes.
such a giver. Obviously, medal of freedom winner and everything else. And can you remind me of the Heart of the Lion? I think you were the one who told me about the Heart of the Lion story.
Yeah, I mean, this is such vintage Lou Holtz, just how quick and smart he is and how funny he is. So as I said, I was a walk-on for a half a second, right? Injuries and horrible lack of talent. Eventually didn't even. But had a great, great brief experience. So that I graduated in '93, 2007. I'm running the U.S. Open, and I get a call from a good friend of mine, Bill Fallon, who played football at Notre Dame in about 10 years.
Sanders from his own end zone. Again, working deep downfield. And he's taken down at the 35. Final scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Now, Shador. He's going to try it here again. And this is too far out in front. That one is incomplete.
At this point, it's almost a surprise when they don't connect on a deep ball like that. I mean, with all the success that they've had here early in this game, the way the secondary's been torched, that could have been another one. And unfortunately for them, Mike, it just winds up as an incomplete pass.
And we're going to do it down in Orlando, and
Now Sanders to throw on second down. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it! And he's into the end zone yet again. Nico Collins. Touchdown Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff.
Come on, set! 19 Charger, 19 Charger!
Ready? Now it's Sanders. On the run to the right. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking.
And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. A first down throw for Cousins. Again, working deep downfield. That is brought in. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Nico Collins. Touchdown Falcons. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And that's his 5th touchdown catch of the game. That ties the NFL single-game mark. Jerry Rice did it in the... Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to try it here again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 48.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Oh, and a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And he'll be taken down. Not sure the decision there, but at least they'll retain possession. Raheem Morris now will send out the field goal unit. His kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Dave Canales, the Carolina head coach, his Panthers, heading back onto the field. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bears tight end.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run after catch. I think he's a good fit because remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first. Throwing now, Cousins. He fires downfield for Pitts. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. We've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. A gain there of 15. First down, Atlanta.
15 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. The ball comes out.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Cousins now. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on 1st down. This from 34 yards. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And that'll be incomplete. That's all. A fake field goal, but it doesn't come off as planned. The Falcons send their punting unit out. Now, how about this? It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And they will finally bring him down. But what a call there. The fake works. Big yardage. And the first down. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And now after all that, this is going to wind up as nothing more than an incomplete pass. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and pick.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And now after all that, this is going to wind up as nothing more than an incomplete pass.
A 20-yard attempt.
The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I think at this point,
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Falcons.
now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they show they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Falcons 1st down.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll lose big yardage on this one. Trying to get to the edge, instead steps out of bounds well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They go play action with Cousins. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Deep. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That is caught by Chark. He's to the 40, inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. We might need a... On first down, Cousins. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 with the 42-yard.
Play action now. It's Cousins. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Rolling to the left. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now, wait a minute. It's only third down, but field goal units coming on the field. This from beyond 70 yards away. And as expected, this one's not going to get it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Let's go.
The Panthers first down.
30.
Young to throw on first and 10. That one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. At the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
It is third and long.
Set.
From the gun, it's Young. Cameron Chaser. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal.
Panther field goal.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Panthers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Come to the line now on second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's third and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Panthers offense and receiver General McMillan set to take over once again. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. To the air, it's Young. There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Blue, 32.
Now Young, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. James Pierce, he gets in to register his squad's 10th sack of this one. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season.